These quarterback takes from RotoWire will make you rethink your entire draft board. Breakouts, busts, and bold calls that could win you the league or leave you tilting by week 3. Let's start out Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears. I have Caleb Williams finishing as a top 6 quarterback. Yes, Caleb Williams was sacked 68 times last year. I get it. I don't think that number hits 25 this year. The offensive line significantly upgraded the entire interior. The tackles are already decent. Ben Johnson comes in to coach the offense. We saw Ben Johnson work wonders with Jared Goff in Detroit. The Bears have receiving weapons. DJ Moore already been a superstar for years. Rome Odunze likely on the cusp of that this year. Colston Loveland at tight end, intriguing weapon there, and maybe Luther Burden gets involved as well. You see, the Bears' rushing attack will be decent with DeAndre Swift, but not sustaining. They're going to have to lean on that passing game. Caleb Williams, remember, also ran for 489 yards last year. Now, last year he was running for his life frequently. That may not be the case this year, but you understand his rushing could still get you into the 300-plus range, and that makes a difference. Also, I do not expect the Bears to have much of a good defense this year. It'll be decent, but the Bears are going to have to score some points, and Caleb Williams is finally going to take that step we hoped he did as a rookie and be the player that was worth the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft in 2023. All right, Dak Prescott will finish as the quarterback 8. Yes, his career, weird. Voodoo all day long. You take the odd number years, 2023, 2021, 2019. You had finishes quarterback 2, quarterback 3, quarterback 7. Elite as it gets. Even number years, not so much. We've had 2 disastrous years in 2022 and 2024. Now, injuries are part of that, but he also wasn't good in those years. Can't explain that one. But here's what I can explain. George Pickens comes to town. That's going to help CeeDee Lamb. Now you have Pickens as that outside presence, can get vertical, intermediate. CeeDee Lamb, obviously a clear superstar. Jake Ferguson always plays well with Dak Prescott, and Prescott's always leaned on that tight end his entire career. The Dallas defense, I do not expect it to be a world beater this year. Dallas is going to have to score their share of points, and Dak Prescott has proven that when he has the opportunity and things are working, that he can give you that highest end fantasy production. And the best news, yes, you can typically get him outside those top 12 quarterbacks, so you could punt the position, take your shot there. Dak Prescott gets it done. All right, let's go to Denver. Bo Nix. Everybody loves Bo Nix. Yeah, you like volume, Bo? Sorry, 2025 might be boring. This backfield's even half competent. Nix might not attempt 28 passes most weeks. The ceiling you thought was there? Maybe it's just a skylight. I have Nix as my quarterback 14, and he's going about quarterback 8 in drafts. Look, this isn't a big knock on Nix. Nix was great last year. And Nix in the second half of the season, Denver needed him, and he stepped up. Last 7 games, he had 3 games at least 25 fantasy points. It was great. Well, that said, what does Sean Payton want to do? Sean Payton wants to play defense, wants to run the football, and throw situationally. Now, Bo Nix ran a lot last year. Bo Nix ran for 430 yards. But you got R.J. Harvey. You got J.K. Dobbins. That's a backfield. They are going to have success running the ball. That offensive line, excellent line. That defense, they added Talanoa Hufanga, safety, free agency from the 49ers. Dre Greenlaw, linebacker. They drafted Jahdae Barron, cornerback, first round. This is already a great defense. It's getting better. This team's going to control games. They're going to lead late. They're going to run the football. Bo Nix, you're going to see that passing volume go down, down, down. He doesn't need to run for the yards he did. That's not a good recipe. He's finishing outside those top 12 quarterbacks, and I have him, again, quarterback 14. Hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like and subscribe. Plus, we got something better than a sleeper quarterback. Head to RotoWire.com and use that code YouTube15. You get 15% off any subscription. That includes our mock draft simulator, our DFS tools, and the picks and props tracker. That'll make your friends think you're cheating. Again, that's RotoWire.com, code YouTube15. Don't miss it. All right, next, C.J. Stroud going to make another move upward all the way to quarterback 13, but you're drafting him about quarterback 18 or 19. Stroud may be the only quarterback who threw for nearly 4,000 yards last year and still made Texans fans feel like the real fireworks were on back order. Don't sleep. The ceiling at 25, it is real. CJ Stroud, as a rookie, everything was perfect. They had heavy personnel, which means the defense played extra defenders in the box, easy downfield passing, click, click, click. Stroud was a superstar. Last year, they got rid of the fullbacks, 3 receiver sets. Defenses, playing too high. Stroud had his struggles. Now, he had some good games. I mean, really early in the season, he had 4 21-point games, which were decent, but overall, his yards per attempt went down from 8.2 to 7, beginning of the problems. We had injuries. Nico Collins missed significant time. Obviously, we saw Stephon Diggs go down for the second half of the season. The league did make adjustments to CJ Stroud. Well, guess what? CJ Stroud now can make adjustments back to the league, and CJ Stroud showed us a lot as a rookie, even in a system that worked well for him. He is a very good quarterback. We're going to see those adjustments. Fantasy players are sleeping on him. You don't sleep on him. You can get him outside the top 12 quarterbacks by far. Take him as your second quarterback, and he is going to be very, very productive for you in 2025. All right, Jared Goff. We love Jared Goff. Quarterback 18 this year. His ceiling, it's like beautiful. It's like Sam Laporte on a crosser with nobody around him. Green grass, big touchdowns. But if Detroit's defense plays like it did last year and early in the season for all those catastrophic injuries, Goff might be handing off the ball more than he's passing. Here's my point. We looked to last year, and it was a beautiful thing, especially the second half of that season. We saw him commonly over 25 fantasy points. He averaged Goff in the last 7 games, 28.6. And we're like, yes, wheels up. This is a quarterback one. Here's the problem. Early in the season, we saw the blueprint. In the first half of the year, this team was playing very good defense, and this is going to be a top 10 unit this year, and they ran the football. Well, guess what? In the first 9 weeks, Jared Goff had 4 games under 17 fantasy points, and remember that 28.6 average he had in the last 7 games? That average was 9 points fewer. It was 19.7 fantasy points per game. That is the Jared Goff you'll see this year. Not a knock on Goff's talent. It is a situation where the team will play defense, they will run the ball, and that puts Jared Goff well outside the top 12 quarterbacks, and I have him at quarterback 18.